How do you get out of debt? Breaking Free from Broke, the ultimate guide to more money and less stress by George Kamel. He has his own YouTube channel and he is co-host on The Ramsey Show. In his book, he talks about the financial problems that many people in the United States are having. He talks about different types of loans and saving options and how to get out of debt. Currently in the United States, 37% of the population is struggling to pay their bills. Many people are relying on credit cards. 49% of them are carrying a balance from one month to the next, with an average of $14,000. Why is this a big problem? Many people have not learned about personal finance, whether at home or at school if it hasn't been mandated. But Kamel mentions that there's also another reason, and that's corporate culture. The corporations spend over $800 billion a year to try to lure you in to taking out student loans, car loans, home equity loans, mortgages, to try to get you paying interest. They don't care about helping you out. They just want your money. They want those late fees. They want that interest. So let's talk about some of these loans. Currently, graduates with student loans carry an average of $34,000 of debt. That's a lot to pay off, especially if you do not get a high-paying job right away. And if you default on a loan, which means you can't pay it back, unfortunately, many times parents and grandparents have co-signed these loans. Their Social Security is taken away from them until the student loans get paid off, pushing more people into lower income. Car loans. Kamel says, do not take out a car loan on a depreciating asset. If possible, save your money, do your research, buy used, and pay cash. Now, mortgages can be advantageous because that's a lot of money to pay in cash. But he recommends that you take out a 15-year fixed rate mortgage so that you pay less interest and you pay it off early. He gives some other tips in the book as well as far as mortgages, but there are many different types. You may be a first-time homebuyer, a veteran. You may choose to do a variable rate or a fixed rate. There's different types. Kamel talks about high-risk and low-risk investing, cryptocurrency, stocks, day trading, mutual funds, money market funds, CDs, and the advantages and disadvantages of those options. And he talks about retirement. This is important. If you work full-time and have the option of contributing to a 401k, and your company offers a company match, maybe up to 3%, that means if you contribute 3% of your own money into your 401k, the company will match that money and put it into your account. That's free money, so you definitely want to check that out. And while we're talking about savings, there are different options of how we can save. First of all, it's important to keep a budget. Many people, 6 out of 10, do not keep budgets. And they do not know where all their money is going. But if you keep track of all the money that's coming in and all of it that's going out, it makes it easier to cut back on expenses and save money. Some people use the saving method of 50-30-20. 50% of their money is spent on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on savings. Another way to save is designating a certain amount of money to put into savings every month, and then you live on the rest. And the third way that Kamel mentions is the zero-based budget. Each month, you estimate how much money is going to come in, what your expenses are, and you subtract them. And if you have money left over, it goes into savings. And if you don't, then you need to make up that money, bring in more, or you've got to cut back on your expenses. So let's talk about ways of getting out of debt. Kamel mentions the Ramsey baby steps, and these are referred to in other personal finance books. People really have good luck following these steps. They're easy, and they give a sense of accomplishment. Number one, you want to save up $1,000 in an emergency fund because unexpected expenses are going to happen. Once you have that, you pay off your debt except your mortgage. And he explains different ways on how you can pay off your debt, which ones you want to pay off first. Once you have that debt paid off, you go back to the emergency fund and you save up 6 months worth of salary. And that's in case you lose your job. It takes the pressure off and you have a few months to find another job. Once you have 6 months of salary in your emergency fund, then you can go to retirement and build that up to 15% of your income. And after that, there are other options of investing and what you can save for. But the most important ones, I think, are the beginning four. We've got to get people out of debt so that they have control of their money, control of their life. Try to pay your bills on time so that you don't have late fees and you don't have to make those high interest payments. You'll feel so much better if you have control of your finances. Breaking Free from Broke by George Kamel, great book. Thanks for watching, keep reading, and have a great week.